How to draw the Lewis structure of PCl₅. Take a look at what's on screen. This is PCl₅, phosphorus pentachloride. 1 phosphorus atom in the center and 5 chlorine atoms attached around it. If you've drawn Lewis structures before, this one might look a little intimidating at first glance. 5 atoms hanging off a single center. But here's the thing. The process is exactly the same process you already know. Same steps, same order, same logic. So let's slow down and build this one together, piece by piece. The first thing we always do for any Lewis structure is count the total number of valence electrons. Why first? Because this number is your budget. It tells you exactly how many electrons you get to place. Not one more, not one less. Get this number wrong and everything after it falls apart. So let's be careful here. Start with phosphorus. It's in group 15, which means it brings 5 valence electrons. Now, chlorine. It's in group 17, so each chlorine brings 7. And as you can see, we have 5 of them. So let's add it up. 7, 5 times, gives us 35. Add phosphorus's 5, and 35 plus 5 is 40. 40 electrons. That's our whole budget for this structure. Next, we need a central atom, the one everything else connects to. How do you pick it? 2 things to look for. It's usually the atom written first in the formula. And it's usually the less electronegative one, the one that holds on to electrons less tightly. Between phosphorus and chlorine, phosphorus fits both. So phosphorus takes the center, exactly where you see it now, with the 5 chlorines arranged around it. Now, let's start spending that budget. Watch what happens here. Connect the central atom to each outer atom with a single bond. 1 line, 1 shared pair, 2 electrons per bond. Why single bonds first? Because every atom needs at least 1 connection to the center before we worry about anything else. We're building the skeleton before we fill in the details. 5 bonds, 2 electrons each. That's 10 electrons spent. Let's check ourselves here, because checking as we go is going to save you later once the structures get more complicated. We had 40. We spent 10. That leaves 30. So, where do those 30 go? Here's a step a lot of students rush past. Every outer atom needs a full octet, 8 electrons total, before we touch anything else. Why the outer atoms first and not the center? Because the outer atoms are the ones with the strict rule. Chlorine can never have more than 8 electrons around it, so we satisfy that requirement first before we even think about what's happening at the center. Look at 1 chlorine atom for a moment. It already has 2 electrons from its bond to phosphorus, so it needs 6 more to reach 8. And that means 3 lone pairs. Now watch this happen across all 5 chlorines. 5 chlorines, that's 30 electrons. Check again. We had 30 left. We just placed 30. 0 remaining. As you can see, every chlorine now has a complete octet. 2 electrons from its bond, 6 from its lone pairs. And phosphorus, right in the center? Let's look at what it has so far. 5 bonds, nothing else. And we have 0 electrons left to give it. So, the structure in front of you is finished. Phosphorus in the center, 5 single bonds going out to 5 chlorines, each chlorine wearing 3 lone pairs. Let's do one final check, the way we should always finish a Lewis structure. Count every electron in the finished picture and compare it to your starting budget. 5 bonds, 2 electrons each, that's 10. 5 chlorines, 3 lone pairs each, that's 30. 10 plus 30 is 40. 40 electrons placed, 40 electrons in our budget. It matches. And that's how you know the structure on screen is correct. Now, look closely at phosphorus one more time. Count the electrons sitting around it. 5 bonds, 2 electrons apiece. That's 10 electrons around the central atom. Here's a short note worth knowing now that the structure is done. Phosphorus here ends up with 10 electrons around it instead of 8. That's allowed for phosphorus and for a handful of other elements too, sulfur among them. It's not a mistake. It's not something you need to fix. So, for now, just hold on to the process that got you here. Count the electrons. Choose the center. Connect with single bonds. Complete the outer octets. Place whatever's left. That process works, no matter how many electrons end up around the center.